So we're going to begin in a cross-legged sit and just arrive to this practice and make sure both sit bones are fully grounded on the mat and make a tall spine and rest your hands on your knees and softly close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Deep inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. So today's practice is focused on reviving the body. So we are in the middle of winter. It's cold weather. A lot of people, find it difficult to get active and get some workout in. So in this practice, I would like to invite you to focus on moving your own body at your own breath. So do not worry about anything else, but just keep breathing and just observe your own body while moving it through different asanas, the yoga poses. Okay, so we're going to begin with your arms up in the sky, and then open your eyes if you were closing them. Then twist to your right side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And just make a very mindful inhale and exhale. Come back to the center as you inhale. Exhale to twisting to the opposite side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back to the center. And then gently forward, and walk your fingertips out in front of you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk your hands back, and then place your hands next to your hips, and then try to lift your hips up, and then look back if that's available to you. Take a deep breath in. And some nice hip stretch there. Deep breath out as you lower your hips down. Then come to a hands and knees position. So your shoulders are stacking above your wrist. Then your hips are above your knees. And tuck the toes under. And I invite you to just make a big circle with your hips. I guess to the clockwise this time. And you will notice that your wrists are also getting some rolling massages there. And I think too, the people these days, a lot of people have sensitive wrists. So while you're moving through your hips, I also invite you to flip one palm at a time. So don't do it at the same time. So just flip one palm at a time. And just really giving some wrist massage that you need. Just keep moving through, flipping your palms and also moving your hips. And if you are circling your hips the clockwise, do it the other way as well. Another movement is also roll your neck to one direction and then change the direction of the circle. So this could be a really free movement that really looks different for each person that's practicing. And you can just come to a quick a child pose as well, and then come back up, which will also warm up your hip joint as well as the wrist and arms as well. So just really take a few more breaths, just giving the movements that your body needs and wants right here, right now. And do not forget to breathe in and out. Slowly find a stillness. Then you're going to step the right foot back behind you and rock forward and back, forward and back. Flip the right foot heel down to twist to your right side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more deep inhale. Bring the hands towards the front of your mat, making one straight line with the right side of your body. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Lower yourself down to all fours. Step the left foot back behind you and rock forward and back, forward and back. Spin the left foot heel down to twist to your left side. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. One more deep inhale. Bring the left hand towards the front, one straight line. As you exhale everything out. Lower the hands down and tuck the toes under. Place the hands a few inches ahead of you. Lift your hips up to come to a first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend one knee at a time to stretch and establish your dog. And also you can sway your head side to side. Once you find stillness, move your torso to the front to the plank pose, top of the cushion. And then engage your core by pushing with your heels the invisible wall behind you. So push back, and that will also engage the hamstrings as well. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Right leg out to down dog split. Step the right foot forward between hands to low lunge. So in your low lunge, lower the left heel, the left knee down, untuck the toes. Then climb your hands towards the right knee to gently push down to crescent lunge, Anjali Asana. So when you are stable here, you can also bring your arms up to frame your face. Maybe palms together above your head and slight back bend. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lower the hands down and listen carefully. You are going to open the right knee out to the side, which will lift the foot, right foot to the side. And then this will be a light hip opening there. And if this is already too much, you can stay here. Or you can also try to push very gently with your right hand, the right knee outside. So some nice little prep for the hip openings right there. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and just recognizing that your bellies are moving as you breathe in and out. Bring the knees to the center, plant the palms down, tuck the left toes under, step the right foot back to the plank pose. And then lower knees, chest, chin down to baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Left leg behind you, down dog split. Step the left foot forward between hands. Lower the right knees down, untop the toes. Climb your hands to left knee to gently push down to Anjali Asana, crescent lunge. When you're stable, bring your arms up to frame your face. Maybe hands together to back bend. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then lower the hands down. Again, the same thing. So opening your left knee to the left side, and this will lift your left foot to the side. So you are touching the side, left side of your left foot on the mat. And then this can be a good hip opening already, or use your left hand to gently push up the knees. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring the knees to the center, come back, both hands down on the mat. Tuck the right toes underneath the knee. Step the left foot back to the plank pose. Lower knees, chest, chin down to baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Also, right leg out to down dog split. This time, bend the knees and open the right hips and circle the ankle to one direction. Change the direction of the circle. Straighten the right leg, square your hips, step the right foot between hands. So coming back to low lunge. And this time also lower the left heel, left knee down, and then on top the toes. One more time, quick Anjali Asana, crescent lunge. Lower the hands down. And this time, straighten the right leg to come to half split, and also known as runner's stretch. If it's available, you can try to flex the right foot. Take a deep breath in and try to forward, getting your nose closer to the knees. Take a deep breath out. V-bend the right knee, hands back to the front. Lift the left knee, step the right foot back to the plank pose. This time, you can do the lower knees, chest, chin down, or halfway down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. It's really important to breathe in and out. And without breath, it's not yoga. And exhale everything out. Left leg high behind you, down dog split. Bend the left knee, open the hips. Circle the left ankle to one direction. Change the direction of the circle. Re-straighten the leg. Square your hips. Step the left foot forward between hands. Lower the right knees down on top of the toes. Anjali Asana, crescent lunge. The other side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower the hands down and straighten the left leg. Half split. For runner's stretch. As you forward, trying to get your nose closer to the knees. Flex the left foot if that's accessible to you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Re-bend the left knee. Plant the palms in the front. Tuck the toes, right toes under. Step the left foot back. Again, Chaturanga or lowering knees, chest chin down. Then we're going to meet at the downward facing dog. Lower the knees wide out And then sit on your heels to come to child pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. So every time we do the Vinyasa flow, you can do one or the other way that we just did. It could be lowering knees, chest chin down to baby cobra, or you could come chaturanga dandasana and upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Your practice and your choice. And there's no right or wrong answer. And you can always come back to child pose and you can just come straight to downward facing dog. As you exhale, lift your hips up and come to downward facing dog. Right leg out behind you, down dog. Split. Step the right foot forward between hands. Then you are going to use your core and just balance to stand up to high lunge pose. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Right knee is 90-degree bent, left heel is lifted. Take a deep breath in, try to balance, and deep breath out. Then you're going to spin the left foot heel down to come to warrior two pose. So your hips are now facing the side. And right heel is aligned with the center edge, center arch of the left foot. You're gazing forward. Your arms are strong and parallel to the ground. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Flip the front palm up and over to peaceful warrior. Lower yourself down to side angle pose. So right forearm to the right thigh. And then your left hand is pointing towards the front of the mat, making one straight line. Side angle pose. Utthita Parsvokhanasana. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your torso up and squeeze one more in the peaceful warrior. Some nice right side bending. And then just do not change anything else, but straighten the front leg. This is the reverse triangle pose. And bring your arms back to parallel to the ground. Hinge forward. Then lower down to Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And remember in triangle, your left hand is actively pointing up in the sky. Then come back, rebending the right knee one more time, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your hands down to the front, step the right foot back, and do your version of Vinyasa Flow. We're all going to meet at the downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left leg out to down dog split. Step the left foot forward between hands. Again, using the core muscles and balancing to stand up in high lunge pose. So left knee 90-degree bent, right heel lifted. Arms are strong, framing your face. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Then spin the right foot heel down to come to warrior two pose. Deep breath in and just realign. And just watch yourself. Is left heel aligned to the center arch of the back foot? Are you gazing forward? Your arms parallel to the ground and strong. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Flip the front palm up and over to peaceful warrior. And then lower your left forearm on the left thigh to come to side, ankle pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then you're going to bring your torso up one more time. A peaceful warrior. And then just straighten the left leg, which will bring you to the reverse triangle. Bring your arms parallel to the ground. Hinge forward first. And then lower yourself down to triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back up and one last time. A peaceful warrior. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step the left foot back to the plank pose. Your version of Vinyasa Flow. We're all going to meet at the downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Then lower the knees down and then sit on your heels to come to child pose. And in this child pose, you're going to leave your hips and heels where they are. Your legs and lower body are not moving. While maintaining that, walk the hands to your right as far as you can go, stretching the left side of the body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk the hands back to the center. And then walk your hands to your left side, stretching the right side of the body. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Come back to the center. And then this time, bend the elbows and then bring both palms behind your neck and try to walk with your elbow far away from your knees. And this will give you some nice back stretch. If you have your hips where they are, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly find your own way to downward facing dog. So we're going to do a similar sequence of standing with some additions right there. So right leg out to down dog split. Bend the knees and maybe you can stay here or just flip all the way down to come to rock star pose. Take a deep breath in, and this is a variation of a side plank. Deep breath in. And then come back down and lift the right leg out. And then just make the right leg one more time straight and step the right foot forward between hands to a low lunge. Using your core to come to high lunge pose. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze in and just really point towards the sky. Flip the left foot heel down to come to warrior two pose. Flip the front palm up and over to peaceful warrior. Lower your right forearm down on the right thigh to side angle pose. You can stay here or try to get lower by placing your right hand on the mat, left to your right foot. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your torso up one more time. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the right leg. Parallel your arm to the parallel to the ground, sorry. Hinge forward to prepare. Lower yourself down to triangle pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then peaceful warrior. So we bending the front knee. Then you're going to have your hands on the hips and then look down on your foot and lunge the back leg. I just a little bit for the space. Look down to come to half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So your hips are still facing the side, to the longer edge of the mat. That's the major difference from Warrior 3 in this pose. So half moon pose and your left hand is pointing towards the sky. Left foot is also strong, possibly flexed. Left foot is flexed. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then when you are coming down, just bring both feet to the front of your mat and nothing fancy. And forward and micro bend your knees to forward deeper. And then you're going to roll up to a stand, one vertebra at a time, as your head is the very last to arrive. And then left knee is bent as your right leg is strong and straight. And just squeeze in your left knee into your torso. And then you're going to place the left foot on the inside of the right thigh, preparing for a tree pose. Deep breath in. Palms together in front of the heart center. Or you can bring the hands above your head to make a branch of a tree. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then once you're done with the tree pose, find your own way to step the left foot back behind you, coming back to high lunge pose. And then lift up once, bring your hands down to the front, step the right foot back to the plank pose. Do your version of Vinyasa Flow. We're all going to meet at the downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Left leg out behind you, down dog split. And this time, bend the left knee, stay here, or flip all the way down to come to a rock star pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back and re-straighten the left leg out behind you. Step the left foot forward between hands. Again, using the core, rising up to a high lunge first. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Flip the right foot heel down to come to Warrior 2 pose. Flip the front palm up and over to Peaceful Warrior. Lower yourself down, resting the left forearm on the left thigh to side, angle pose. You could stay here or go deeper by placing your left hand on the mat. Deep breath in. Ideally, you're looking up in the sky. Exhale and breathing out. Come back and one more time. Peaceful Warrior. Straighten the left leg. Palms parallel to the ground. Hinge forward. And then lower down to Utthita Trikonasana. Right hand pointing towards the sky. Very active. Both legs are very active. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back up. Be bending the left knee to peaceful warrior. And this time, have your both hands on the hips. Look down on your left toe. And you're launching the right leg to come to half moon pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, your hips are facing the side. Right leg is strong, right foot possibly flexed. Right hand is strong. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. When you are landing, there's nothing fancy. Just lower the right foot next to the left, which will bring you to the front of the mat. Forward completely. Maybe micro bend the knees, which will get your face even closer to your shins. And then roll up one vertebra at a time to a stance. Left leg straight and strong. Lift the right knee up, bending, hugging the right knee towards the torso. Place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh, preparing for tree pose. Deep breath in, palms together in front of the heart center. And I think the balance feels differently for each side and each and every day. And that's just the nature of our body, and that is okay. Your palms are together either in front of the heart center or you're bringing up above your head. Take a deep breath in. Have one focal point just to find your balance and find your breath. I'm definitely struggling today, but that's okay. Take a deep breath in one more time. When you come down, maybe arms to the heart center first, and then find your way to gracefully bring your right foot behind you to land in high lunge first. One high lunge, and then bring the hands to the front of the mat. Then step the left foot to the plank pose. And then you're going to do your Vinyasa Flow. We're all going to meet at the downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Right leg out to down dog split. And bring the right knee towards the nose, rounding the spine. Right leg out again. Right knee to the right elbow or optional push-up. Right leg out again. Right knee to the left elbow and straighten the right leg out to fallen triangle. Left hand is out in the sky. Another variation of the side plank pose. Take a deep breath in. And your hips are engaged and lifted. So squeeze in your hips right there. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower the hands down. Bring the right foot out. One more time. And maybe just lower the right hand next to the left. And shake it out. So just bend one knee at a time and shake it out a little bit. Bring the left foot out behind you, down dog split. Bring left knee to the nose, rounding the spine. Left leg out again. Bring the left knee to the left elbow, optional push-up. Left knee out again. Left knee to the right elbow, straighten the left leg. And then right hand out in the sky, fallen triangle, the other side. Deep breath in, your hips are lifted up and engaged. Exhale, everything out. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. We straighten the left leg behind you. Lower the left foot next to the right. Come to the plank pose and just lower in one straight piece to the ground. Once you arrive there, straighten your arms next to your torso and bring your forearm on the mat. Try to have your feet closer to each other. And then your palms are facing up. As you inhale to prepare, exhale, lift everything up. Chaturmasana, locust pose. Deep breath in. It's important to not have your feet so far away from each other. Maybe try to have them closer to each other. One more inhale to lift everything up. Exhale down, resting left cheek on the mat. Sway your hips side to side if that's good for you. Feeling your heartbeat. Bring the forehead back to the center. Realign your feet. Again, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift everything up. Deep breath in. And do not strain your neck. So it helps if you look down on your mat. Deep breath in. One more lift as you inhale. Deepen the lift and then lower everything down, resting the opposite cheek on the mat. Take a deep breath in and sway your hips side to side. So bring your forehead back to the center. We're going to do Dhanurasana, but that's not for everybody. So you can totally repeat what we just did, the locust pose. Only when you know you can do it and you've done it and you know what you're doing. Bend both knees, hold each ankle with each hand. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift everything up. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Also, it's a key. Your knees are not so far away from each other. Take a deep breath in and deepen the lift as you deepen your breath. One more breath in. Exhale, lower everything down. Rest one cheek on the mat. And bend your knees and just windshield wiper your foot side to side. Oh. Once you find stillness, push yourself up and find your way to sit with your legs straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Both legs are straight out in front of you. It's really important to have your both sit bones are fully grounded. Toes spine, arms up. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold. So coming closer to your legs, Paschimottanasana. Your neck spine is lengthened. Eventually, your nose will get so close to the knees. If that is not today, that is okay. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly come back up. And we're gonna continue on some hip opening here. So listen carefully. Bending the left knee first and then place it down on the mat. So your left leg is bent first. Right leg is bent over the left knee. Now, to some of you, this is not accessible, and that is okay. In that case, your top leg, right leg is bent, and your left leg is straight in front of you. So this is really good practice already if you're not able to bend both knees. But so this is Gomukhasana. So this time I'm bending the left knee down first and then right knee is on top of it. More importantly, your both sit bones are fully grounded. You're holding on to both ankles. Inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward, forward. Take a deep breath in. You're going to notice that um, to some people, the nose will get closer to the knees, and that's great. But if that's not accessible to you, just do what you can do. Just recognizing each part of your body and your breath. That will be a really great practice for you today. So I'm focusing on not forcing myself to bring my nose down closer to the knee. It's more like lengthening my back spine and just to go deeper just as much as I can do to while not feeling any unbearable pain. So putting up with the pain is not yoga, so please do not force yourself to go any deeper if that hurts you. Take a deep breath in and just deepen your breath and just recognize and enjoy that your bodies are fully sink down even further. Take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come up and just let go of everything. Shake out your legs a little bit. This time, right leg bent first. So right knee is down. And then right knee is over left knee. Again, if this is not accessible, you can bend the left knee but make the right leg straight. Both sit bones are fully grounded, holding onto your ankle. Inhale, lengthen the spine and proud chest. And then fold forward just as much as you could go. Take a deep breath in. So I'm focusing more on lengthening my spine as opposed to just round my spine and try to bring my nose to the knees. So I'm just gonna lengthen my spine and just to come down as much as I could do and send the breath in and out. Looking inward. Slowly come back up, straightening your legs and shake it out. And then find your way to lie down, but we're gonna just do one quick exercise. So shin parallel to the ground, then lengthen the spine, open up your shoulder first, and then have your hands next to your legs. We're going to lie down as you straighten your legs, and then make a V shape. Then you're gonna lower down as slowly as you can possibly do. We're all going to meet on the ground. Once you arrive, bend the knees and hug the knees in so close to you and rock side to side. And then once you hug the knees, bring the hips slightly to your right, and then bring both knees to your left to supine twist. You're gazing to the right side, and use your left hand to gently push down the knees to the left side. Take a deep breath in. And in this way, your knees are not so down, it's closer to your chest. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Bring both knees to the center. Now move your hips slightly to your left from the center. Again, bring both knees to your right side. Knees are closer to the chest. It's not really down. And supine twist to the other side. Using the right hand, gently push down the knees to the ground to your right. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Come back to the center. Hug the knees one more time. And then open your knees wide out. And then have your hold each outside of each foot with each hand. And this is called happy baby pose. And just really opening the hips and rock side to side. It's nice hip opening and also the back massage. So take as much as you want in happy baby, and once you're done, you're going to let go of everything to come to Shavasana, final resting pose. Your legs are wide. Your arms are wide next to your torso, palms facing up, eyes closed. Corpse pose, final resting pose. You make no efforts to stay in this pose. A complete surrender to the earth supporting you. Your next breath being deeper. Wiggle your toes and fingers to awaken your body. Bend the knees, place the soles of your feet on the mat. And then just roll to your right side to come to a fetal position. Stay here for a few moments. From cross pose to a fetal position, like you're reborn. Push with your hand to come to a cross leg. Sit your eyes closed. You before this practice is not the you after this practice. Your palms together in front of the heart center. Thanking yourself for giving the time to practice, and also thanking the others around you for the company. The light within me bows to the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. My name's Jenny. Let me know if you have any questions.